So I've got a couple videos out there where I'm trying to get my crawl space to a point where no little critters can get in under there. 26-year-old house. So in my prior videos I sealed these crawl space vents with on the back with Lexan. So I got that taken care of. Now I'm working on this drip edge around the siding. So there's places where there's a gap. So there's places where the siding wasn't done right to begin with. I always say a mistake in the beginning is a mistake indeed. But you know, this should be flush against something, this bottom drip edge of your siding. So this will give a mouse access to, you know, getting behind the siding and above the sill plate. So, you know, this is almost a 1/2 inch diameter and it easily fits in there. So places like this where the siding wasn't installed properly. So this is about a 36-inch run. It stops right here where there is backing starting here, but right here there's nothing. And it's about a half inch gap, which is plenty big enough for a mouse to get in. So it's too big of a gap to caulk. So I've used this stuff before, fiberglass rope, on some other projects. If you can find it, like on eBay, a lot of old shuttled factories that had heat treat furnaces, you can find guys selling rolls of this stuff. But it's high temperature fiberglass rope used to seal furnace doors, heat treat furnace doors. So I found a roll of this fiberglass rope, heat treat furnace. It's, you know, withstands 1,500 degrees as its service life, for $80, 124 feet. It's Z-Tex Plus is actually what it's called. So $80. I bought like 1/2 inch pieces of this, you know, like 3 feet on Amazon, brand new, for, you know, $20. So it's not practical to buy new, it's just too expensive. But you know, if you can find somebody selling a surplus roll of this is what I'm putting in that gap. It's 3/4 inch fiberglass, high temperature, flame resistant. So I'm thinking, number one, it's going to seal out. I don't think any rodents are going to be able to chew through this, and it should seal out weather, you know, fire resistant. You know, I'm not a carpenter, so if I was a carpenter, I would just, you know, probably find some pressure treated 3/4 inch boards and probably silicone up in there. But this, I'm just jamming it up there with a putty knife, and I'm not siliconing it in place. And I'll show how it's a snug fit. It's not going to go anywhere. I may silicone the ends. You know, normally with normal rope, you just put a lighter on this and melt it down, but this obviously does not melt, being a 1,500 degree flame resistant material. So you can't just melt the ends. I'm gonna have to put some kind of silicone, something on that or maybe not. I don't know. So I'm gonna shove it up in there, and that's what I'm using. Again, one of my unusual solutions. Again, based on my experience. I'm not a carpenter. I did work in factories around heat treat furnaces for 40 years, so know all about this stuff. Know how durable it is. It'll withstand the life of the house. So that's what I'm going with, because that's what I found and that's what I know. So I'll show how I'm installing it. So this is a good example of how the siding just wasn't done properly. So this trim piece right here, should have been all the way around, and it, they left a big gap. They left a big gap where there was no trim piece, no seating piece for the siding, the drip edge to seal to. So you can see where it ends right here, and that's where I shoved that rope up in there. So yeah, just I guess taking shortcuts with the original build, leaving gaps. So that rope fills it in nice. Okay, so I've got all the spots, the gaps plugged with the Zertex rope. I used a total of 12.5 feet and of my 124 feet. So got quite a bit left over for, it'll be handy to have around for other projects. So yeah, that's it. I'll probably go around and I've got some silicone caulk left over from my sealing my crawl space vent, so I'll probably go around and do a light caulk around these spots. But yeah, they were, the biggest spot was, length was 37 inches, and just random 32 inches, 16.5 inches. So yeah, there weren't a lot of huge gaps, but I don't know if, once certainly a mouse could get behind there. Once they get behind there, I don't know if there's a, if there's a gap between the sill plate and the sheathing. Maybe they could enter the crawl space. I don't know, but I just don't want access for a mouse behind that siding. So yeah, this one's done. We'll keep moving forward in a good way.